Hello everyone, this is Oliver from New, and today we are going to talk about one Gyokuro which I am tasting for the first time. And to be honest with you, I just found it in my stash. It was sent to me by the farmer Osada. So it's an organic Gyokuro from the region of Shizuoka, and I just do a tasting without any preparation. I believe it's a Yabukita Gyokuro, so that's what I know about the tea, and that's more or less all. So I just do this tasting and a little bit dive into the taste, explain you a little bit what Gyokuro is, and then have you give a final note to this tea, how I do like it. So let's have a look what this tea is all about. So Gyokuro in general, as some of you might know, it's a very long shaded tea. Some farmers, they even shade it up to 4 weeks. This one here, I believe it's around 20 days in the region of Shizuoka. Gyokuro coming from, or also having the name of the emperor's tea, coming from the fact that often when the emperor was drinking his tea, they only wanted the best tea, which is clear. And the best tea in early times, as they didn't have the supply chain or the chain of refrigerating the tea, is that all the bad, the worst quality tea, they started to deteriorate after 2 to 3 months. But the good ones, they really stayed fresh for a long, long time. And the emperor was then willing to start drinking the first tea of the same year in autumn, so in September or October. Meanwhile, the harvest is in April or early May. And that's why he always waited 6 months and only the best teas, and often this was then the Gyokuro, and that's why the Gyokuro has also the name of being the emperor's tea. Good. So had a sip of water. Now I think we are already very, very close to having brewed this one here. Gyokuro is good when you leave it in for 2 minutes. 2 minutes to maybe even up to 3 minutes. It's a little bit your choice. I like to do the Gyokuro around 2 minutes. So this is the length I give this tea to really open up more. It's a little bit tighter rolled. That's why it also needs more of time versus a normal sencha. So give it a little bit more time just to develop nicely and to give the tea water its nice taste. So color-wise, already looking very good. I got a little bit of a creamy, kind of a milky tone to the water. Definitely a good sign, I would say. Quite rich in theanine. It's not too milky, so I expect also a little bit of green tones coming through with this one here. But let's have a sniff of the leaves. Already to have for you to have a look at the leaves, so you see very beautiful. They're a little bit smaller than I used to have from Mr. Sakamoto. But let's go and dive directly into this. Wow, a lot of kind of sweet corn. I got a little bit of lettuce as well. Slight hint of asparagus, like green asparagus. I think I kind of think this tea might have a little bit of a little bit of a natchy tone on the marine notes, a little bit stronger in the umami. So now I'm very curious to taste this. Good. So let's have a sip. It's actually a pretty fine Gyokuro, so it's a light one. It's not so strong in umami. Now the umami comes a little bit through, like this savory taste is coming slowly through, but not too strong. I am surprised. So it's actually quite a light Gyokuro. In the nose, it's pretty strong with this a little bit glutamine, kind of a marine salty note, but it's not coming through in the taste. So it's quite a light Gyokuro. Yeah, it's very light. It doesn't have a lot of the veggie tones. So not from the nose, I was expecting a little bit of a veggie note, but no. And on the umami note, it's also quite light. So if you're an avid Gyokuro drinker, I might say that this tea is a little bit too light for you. It's a little missing. For me, it's missing this like full body round note for a Gyokuro. But if you're not too much yet into the Gyokuro, but you would like yourself to kind of dig a little bit more into this world, this tea could absolutely be something for you. So second brewing, never do it long, just 2 minutes in the first one, and then in the second you can go to 20-30 seconds. It's more than enough because the leaves are already open. Got much more now of the asparagus tones which are coming through. So definitely a very light Gyokuro. So it has a nice of this, it has a little bit this glutamine note. So it really shows a little bit this umami, this marine, this kind of savory tones, which are definitely present, but it's more of a kind of a light umami. It's there, it is lingering there, but it's not like changing a lot. It's kind of a more singular taste note. It's not strong in any other tones, so there's no vegetal tones coming through. There are no kind of a special kind of nutty tones coming through. There's really a very fine savory note with it, a very light Gyokuro. So if you, as I said before, if you are a used Gyokuro drinker, this tea would definitely be too light for you. If you're starting into the Gyokuro world, it might be an option just to get a little bit used to this very special flavor of the Gyokuro, which has a little bit this round savoriness with it, which can be quite strong and sometimes a little bit overwhelming, especially for people who like the sencha taste, a little bit this grassy tones. Here, definitely the grassy tone is pushed back, and you really get this savory round note coming from the theanine, coming from the amino acid of which this tea is very rich of. Good. I must say it's a little bit light. I have to think if this could be something for our assortment. It is definitely a very light, and I'm very surprised. I never had such a light Gyokuro. So it's very light and then savory, singular tasting savory Gyokuro. Good. So this was this. I hope you like this one here. And if you ever have any question, do not hesitate to ask me. I'll be happy to answer you. And I wish you a great day. Bye bye.